Sing to the rock, sing to the tree, sing to the firefly lighting up the sky. Sing, sing to the sea.
Hello, I'm Mary Wheelan, and this is The Song, a show that features songwriters and their original songs. And today, I am very pleased to welcome back Ray Mason.
Thanks, Mary. So many people running down the street, no destination, they got no one to meet. Looking like they're gonna lose it anytime. I'm waiting for a heavenly ladder to climb. That kid named Bobby, now he's got it straight. Walks behind the crowd like he's dragging a full crate of relaxation while taking deep breaths. He's looking cool, never breaking a sweat. Life's heavenly ladder, one rung at a time. Life's heavenly ladder, like turning on a dime. Life's heavenly ladder, sublime. Life's heavenly ladder, we're all gonna make that climb. There's no way around it, no easy way out. Just hope for a peaceful way to reach that last shout. Friends and family, they're gonna be by your side. We all got a ticket to take the same ride. Life's heavenly ladder, one rung at a time. Life's heavenly ladder, we'll turn it on a dime. Life's heavenly ladder, sublime. Life's heavenly ladder, we're all gonna make that climb. Watch your step, we're climbing up that ladder. Watch your step, speed don't really matter. So watch your step while climbing up that ladder. Watch your step, beware of shattering. So many people running down the street, no destination, they got no one to meet. Looking like they're gonna lose it anytime. I'm waiting for a heavenly ladder to climb. Life's heavenly ladder, one rung at a time. Life's heavenly ladder, like turning on a dime. Life's heavenly ladder, sublime. Life's heavenly ladder, we're all gonna make that climb. Life's heavenly ladder. Life's heavenly ladder. Life's heavenly ladder. Life's heavenly ladder. Tune your head to summertime. Come on in, the weather's fine. It's Love and Beach Boy spoonful time. Turn your head to summertime. Not everyone can live in California. That Massachusetts sun, now it can warm you just as well. Could you tell? Would you ring the bell if I fell? Tune your head to summertime. Come on in, the weather's fine. It's Love and Beach Boy spoonful time. Turn your head to summertime. Karen's got her mixtape on. It's the one you can listen to all day and night long. There's one great song, then another. when Karen's got her mixtape on. Tune your head to summertime. Come on in, the weather's fine. It's lovin' Beach Boy spoonful time. Turn your head to summertime. Speeding up and slowing down. Is it so wrong to be flying on the ground? Bacharach and David, they just wrote another. Seems everybody's out of town. Not everyone can live in California. That Massachusetts sun, now it can warm you just as well. Could you tell? Would you ring the bell if I fell? Tune your head to summertime. Come on in, the weather's fine. It's lovin' Beach Boy spoonful time. Turn your head to summertime. Not everyone can live in California. Not everyone can live in California. Not everyone can live in California.
Oh, Ray, those songs were really good. I really like those. They're new, huh?
Good. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
The second one, they're both off this new album that I have coming out. It's
Yeah.
coming out in a couple of weeks. There's no release date because I don't do that. I mean, it's on my own label, Captivating Music. So when it comes out, it comes out. And
Great.
my friend Hetty Nolan Bush, a great musician, producer, produced the album. And so the second song I've been playing live for a while, but it'll be the first time on a record. And the first song is relatively new, and that's the first song on the CD. The CD is called The Shy Requester, even though there's no song called The Shy Requester on this record, because I just wrote a song called The Shy Requester that will be on another record some other time. Sounds confusing, but
Yes, it
like
does
to kind of keep
confusing.
things kind of like, keep people on their toes, like myself.
Now,
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Now, this is, how many albums have you done before this?
Well,
quite a few, huh?
This will be my 13th
Wow.
CD. Then I put out 6 albums on cassette only, 1980 on, the first few years of 1980. And then I'm in the Lonesome Brothers, and Jim Armenti and I each write half the songs in that. We have 8 albums out in the Lonesome Brothers.
Wow.
So if you added all that up, the answer would be too many.
I guess.
Too many, yeah. Yeah.
Now, what would you say is different with this one than ones from before?
Well, some of them, there's been one before that was just me and my Silvertone, just one voice and the one guitar. And this is a solo album in the sense of that it is just my voice. It's my voice and this guitar with different guitar tracks, though there's more than one guitar track on quite a few of the songs. So it's a little more layered than that. And some of my records have been full band records with my band, Ray Mason Band, and so that's a different thing too. And but this one has different things in Henning and Lisa Bizzo singing backup harmonies on a few songs, and Dave Trenholm plays tenor sax on one of the songs. So it's a solo record, but there's different textures to it. I think there's 13 songs, and I would kind of call it eclectic. Usually that's a word that usually kills people in the music business, but I have no fear of it because a lot of the people that I like are eclectic, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. So you've been a musician for a long, long time, and your bio says you've been like you're like a teenager with over 40 years of experience.
Who wrote that? I want to find out who wrote that bio. I need a new bio.
Yeah, because you do over 100 gigs a year usually, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do more than that.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think it's down to about 100-something now. And most of them I book myself. And that's always fun. I find that as you get older and you keep booking your own gigs, there's like dark humor to it. Trying to sell yourself. I'm 65, you know. And
Me too.
you know, you play music, so you know that what that's like as far as first of all, everything used to be done over the telephone. Now most bookings are done over the email, which means you can email somebody and they'll just let it sit there for however long they want. Sometimes you get emails, or you don't get the emails back, or you get an email back like a month later from somebody about a particular gig that you've already forgotten about, and you can't remember like who that. And it used to be, there's still a few phone calls to be made, but just the fact of like, you know, you're 65 and you're trying to sell yourself. Hello, my name is blah, blah, and I have some CDs out, blah, blah. And, you know, I want to try to book a gig in your blah, blah club. Not that the club's blah, don't get me wrong. But, you know, you can imagine that there's, you know, lots of people that are, and as I get older, I find a lot of humor in it, I think. I mean, I've always found humor in things anyway, because I think it's good for your health. Really, you know, to laugh. And be able to laugh at things. And it does get more humorous as I get older. The fact of trying, a 65-year-old person trying to sell themselves to somebody, like, you know, oh, why you should hire me. I have less and less desire to want to try to do that, I guess, than I did when I was younger, I guess. But yet I still feel good about the whole thing.
Now, are you doing as like some people do and do like earlier gigs now?
It's funny you should bring that up. Yeah, I love earlier gigs. Yeah, I do. I know what you mean. Yeah, you know, gigs that start later, like now, or like, can you repeat that again? What time did you want? Yeah. PM? Okay. But yeah, I know now like gigs will start, there's some that even start at 5 now, which I love. 7, you know, 8. And depends where you're playing. Like when you go farther away, I mean, you know, you're playing in New York City or farther away or on a tour or something, you're just, you're going to be out late, you know, you're going to be getting back in late and stuff like that. But a lot of like the Massachusetts Western Mass gigs are, I love an early gig. Yeah. I think someday, you know, I mean, I'm 65 now. I don't want to keep pushing that, but I mean, it's like, you know, I think I could actually get into like a 2 p.m. gigs eventually, you know, down the road. You know, I think I wouldn't object to that at all. You think you could play like 1 to 2? That can be arranged.
I know.
I just want to be home by 4.
Some places will hire people for afternoon gigs and stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, music is good 24 hours a day. Yeah. Believe me.
Yeah. Now, you play solo, but you also play with the Lonesome Brothers?
Yes, I have my own band too, a 4-piece band. The same
yeah.
guys that have been in the band for like over 20 years: Frank Marsh, Stephen DeSaulnier, Tom Shea, and myself. And Jim Armenti and I started the Lonesome Brothers in 1985. So last year was our 30th year. So this year, we like to say that this year is our 31st year. Nobody cares about that number. They liked 30.
They liked 30.
They didn't care about 29, and now it's 31. It's going to be like 31. Yeah, so what? Yeah. But 30, yeah. That's a while, yeah. So we started that a long time ago, and that keeps on going. And we do a lot of, especially with summer coming up, we do a lot of outdoor shows, summer concert series kind of things. I love doing those, too.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah. As long as the weather's on your side.
Yeah, as long as the weather holds out.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, and you mentioned co-writing with people in the band. Is that, or with the Lonesome
No, there's no co-writing at all.
No?
Jim and I never co-write. That's funny. We've never did that. I think we did one song called Valley Rock for a RSI compilation a long time ago. And he writes his songs and I write mine. We just bring them in pretty much done. And we learn them. In my band, I write all the songs and stuff. And Tom Shea, though, the guitar player in my band, has his own solo record out. And Steven, the bass player, has a new solo record coming out. Everybody does other things. The drummer in my band, Frank Marsh, has been the drummer in the Bamboo Steamers for like 30-something years. And so there's all kinds of intertwining things going on, you know. And Jim Armenti has a great new solo album out now, too. Highly recommended. And like I said, I have a new one coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, great. Now, you've been doing this a long time. What would you, what kind of advice would you give to younger people about how to stay, the longevity, how to stay in the business for as long as you can?
I think longevity, if you love what you do, that's important then, to stay with it, you know, and try not to let any things get you down. Certainly things can enter into the picture to do that, or try to do that. And I started my first band in 1966, so it's been a while, 50 years this year of playing out, even though the first gigs were like at local YMCAs and stuff like that. And I think you got to really love what you do. And when I was really young, I started buying records in 1959, and I was just addicted to music. I listened to music constantly, listened to records. I just wanted to be around it all the time, you know. And I think if you like something enough and you go out there, just go out there and stick with it, and don't let anybody veer you away from it if that's what you want to do, and love what you do, and believe in what you do, and do what you want to do. Like you want to do your own music, do your own music, you know, just get out there and enjoy it too, you know, and don't be afraid to think that there's quite a bit of humor in the whole thing too, the whole thing of just going out and playing music and driving around. And because sometimes I tell people, well, yeah, you'll be doing a lot of driving too, so you want to become a pretty good driver too, which is important to playing music, because sometimes I tell people, yeah, I'm a professional driver, and in between I get out of the car and play some songs, then I get back in the car and drive some more. But I think the main thing is to believe in what you do, and I don't know. I don't know if I was obsessed about it, but you just get into it, and I just ate, slept, and thought about music, you know, records and stuff, and there's other things in life definitely, and as I got older, but I think to get that ball rolling and to really get into what you want to do, and play it like you mean it, you know, just play, you know. One of my mottos has always been, and I've said this to people, I play the same whether there's 5 people or 7 in the audience. Yeah, you just get and play, you know.
Great.
I played somewhere the other day, and there was I think 3 people that came to hear me, and you just play. It's the same. I mean, just play whether there's 100 people or 3 people, and you just. I don't know. You know, you never know how long you're going to get to do this. You got to just go out there and play. I've heard people say it's almost like a cliche. Oh, you got to play like it's the last time I get to play. There's some truth to that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, I know you've got some more songs to do today. And are they from?
I've been talking a lot more though lately at shows than playing. It's been another motto of mine. You know, more talk, less music.
Are they from the new album, or?
Well, I'm going to do a song now that came out on purple vinyl a couple of years ago, maybe a little more now, on Record Store Day that a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine, Belinda and Fred, put out. It was a 6-song EP on purple vinyl with 6 different acts on it, Chandler Travis, the Spompanato Brothers. And the gist was you had to write a song about listening to records. And so I went and did that. And I wrote a little 2-minute song about sitting in your room listening to records called Liner Notes. And I recorded it over at Jim Armenti's house in West Hampton at like 10 in the morning when we did this.
Okay. Well, great.
No pick on this one either. So
okay. Well, I look forward to hearing it.
It's called Liner Notes. Thanks, Mary. Here's a little tune about sitting in your room listening to records. It's very good for you. Very healthy thing to do. I highly recommend it. Listening to records in my room, not a worry in this world. Miles away from the doom and gloom outside.
Listening to records in my room while reading liner notes. Learning something different every time, they're so fine. Like a book off a shelf or a train on its track. I'm on this trip and I'm never coming back. Like 100-yard pass or a heart that's beating fast. We're a love that's gonna last. Like listening to records in my room. Gonna build up a band with two brothers and a cousin. We're wearing striped shirts. Gonna build up a band with two brothers and a cousin. We're wearing a striped shirt. Listening to records in my room. Not a worry in this world. Miles away from the doom and gloom outside. Listening to records in my room while reading liner notes. Learning something different every time, they're so fine. Like a book off a shelf or a train on its track. I'm on this trip and I'm never coming back. Like 100-yard pass or a heart that's beating fast. We're a love that's gonna last. Like listening to records in my room. Listening to records in my room. Listening to records in my room. Try it sometime. Good for you, as I said. Here's a tune from my brand new album, be coming out shortly. Can I go with you when you go away far? Can I go with you by plane, boat, or car? I'll sit in the back, keep out of the way, quiet like a misty April day. Leave a lot of room for your suitcase too when you go away far. Can I go with you? Can I go with you when you reach for a star? Can I go with you? Though it's so far away from where I stand, with no list of demands. Can I go with you and be part of your plans when you go away far? Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Can I go with you like everlasting? Can I go with you like it's not some last thing? I'll stay in the back, keep out of the way, like a misty April day. Leave a lot of room, let the sun shine through when you go away far. Can I go with you? Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Go away far. Can I go with you by plane, boat, or car? I'll sit in the back, keep out of the way, quiet like a misty April day. Leave a lot of room for your suitcase too when you go away far. Can I go with you? Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Passenger, I'll be your passenger. Passenger, I'll be your passenger.
It's called Passenger. Second song on the new album. And this next song is also from that new record.
Don't you wanna make me stay? Don't you wanna come out and play with me? One more time, you'll see. There'll be lots of shiny things, proposals with gumball machine rings. You see, one more time with me. There's a screen door with a slit in the middle, a barn dance caller, you'll be fit as a fiddle. Close your eyes, let the morphine drip flow. Everyone around saying it's okay to let go. Up above this room and out the door. Why would anyone want to stay here for? You'll see, one more time with me. There's a screen door with a slit in the middle, a barn dance caller, you'll be fit as a fiddle. Close your eyes, let the morphine drip flow. Everyone around saying it's okay to let go. Don't you wanna come out and play? Don't you wanna come out and play? Come out and play. Come out and play. Come out and play.